Good morning. Well, we're back with Ginger doing scraps to embellishments. And I have to say, I use scraps for everything. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Now we're doing things new and we're going to be making 8 embellishments. And they have to be at least 2 layers. And we're going to be doing them twice well, we're actually going to be doing them 3 times a month. But one's going to be like a bigger, different kind of swap. Well, they're all going to be different this year. And I'll kind of go over it as we go. And, but also we do have Ginger's link down below. So if you want to join us, you can go over to the Facebook group. And it's super fun. I just love making the embellishments. Okay, today's theme is whiteout. And you have to have at least 2 layers. And I'm making this little snowman in a cocoa cup or hot chocolate cup. And I think he's super cute. He's a Temu die. And I've started to antique them, or I want to say I really ink them. Okay, and I'm trying to make them look similar to this. You know, and next time I might do red, but since it's whiteout, I thought I would stick to colors that I think of as snow colors. Because I know in Wisconsin, it's like one of my fondest memories is looking out the window and the snow looks so white around my neighborhood. It's like nobody would even be out. The snow would be fresh. There wouldn't be any tire tracks in it or anything. And the light shining on it made it look blue. So that's what I think of when I think of snow, even though our thing is called whiteout. So it has to do with anything white. So I know I was looking at some of the things that people were posting on at Ginger's Corner on Facebook, and lots of different varieties, and not everything was snow, but I had snow on my mind when I was making a plan, so this is just what I'm doing. For my white, I did this one with walnut stain, and then I thought, no, I like how this looked better, and I think they probably use ground espresso, so that's what I'm using. So I'm gonna, in fact, they even have a little more. Maybe I'll even do a little more dusting of the color up in here. And maybe a little bit here. I was trying to get it down where it was just kind of a little bit on the edge here, but you know, just past where the line is for the cup to set, but that was pretty difficult. But I think that's a little better. I think I'm going to hit it up here a little bit more with a little bit more ink. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to start by putting the cup there. And it's got a place where they want the marshmallows to sit and everything. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a dry throat today. Okay, and I'm going to put my glue lid back on because I need to ink a little bit more. I've already inked these. I'm going to ink this now. And I'm using Faded Jeans. And I think I'm going to use a little dauber. And I think I'm going to try to put on a little bit more blue than what I did on the first one. You know, the first one is, you know, my sample. So I know what it's going to look like. I love the mittens. They're just super cute. I really like the paper that they used in this, where it makes it look like it's ribbed. It's really cute. And so I did kind of, you know, draw some white lines on it to kind of give it that effect too. So everyone felt it was getting a little expensive to be mailing out all the time. So now we're doing more embellishments, or like a bigger amount, and just not mailing as often. So hopefully that will cut down on it. I have to say, I just love getting embellishments in the mail, so it's like, I loved it. Sometimes, you get so many all at once, like all of them showed up at the same time. But it'll be nice to get that, more. So you make 8 and you get 8. But excuse me, I will be making 10 because I usually make one for me and my scrapbook friend. And I still have a little bit of a dry throat. And I think I really hurt my vocal cords because I'm kind of having a tough time getting rid of that. Well, I had to go get a drink. Okay. Back to, I'm going to put a little more color on the hat because I am going to, detail it a little bit with the white pen because I like that. Okay, I think I got all the blue highlighted. I've got all the brown highlighted, I think. And, I have to, his little jingle bell that hangs on his hat. I am going to use a little brown just to kind of make some lines on the jingle bell to kind of highlight a little bit. Maybe I really want to use black. I don't know. Gotta mix it up here. I think I used 2 colors the first time too, on the first one, on the sample. Okay. Yeah, I just like that better. Okay. And then I do have, where's my orange? Okay. So on my carrot, now they had like a light colored carrot, so I started out with that too. Because I liked how their carrot really looked. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of brown on it too. And then I'm going to ink it also. Okay, so I think that's good there. Okay, and then on his mouth, it looked more, maybe it does look more black. I think the first one I did brown. And I usually take the marker and just kind of spin it, and I'm using Creative Memories. And the first one I wrote in brown, but I think I'm going to do this one in black. And there's, it's actually like embossed, so you know where to put the letters. So it says hot cocoa. Okay. Now it's time to do some more gluing. And I guess I could go ahead and put the marshmallows on now. So I think I will do that. Now, they don't look like they really highlighted the marshmallows, so I'm not going to either, because that way it just makes them look whiter. And where is my tweezers? Okay. So I'm going to start out with that back one.
Because if I highlight, or you know, if I put some ink on them, then they're going to look like toasted marshmallows. And as much as I would like that on top of my cocoa, nobody ever does it. Okay, so I've got those on there. And now I'm going to put the snowflakes on here. And again, it's embossed there, so you know where to put it. And so I'm just trying to put the glue in the embossed area. How come I keep putting my tweezers to the left? And you can see how it's where it's put together. So this one's pretty easy to figure out where it goes. The other ones I had to kind of work with it a little bit to figure out which was where. I got dry glue there, it's kind of in my way. So I'm just kind of pulling it down into the shape, how it's embossed there. Okay, and I think this is the one that goes on this side, but this one was difficult, so I wasn't really sure. I think it goes like this. Yep, that fits in there. Kind of like putting on a puzzle piece. Okay, now I just got to figure out how it goes. It looks like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put some glue right in the back of the, I was going to say coffee cup, cocoa cup. No, that's not what I want. I jumped the gun. I have to have his scarf. And then his head. I just thought this was so cute. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Temu, I definitely would not have very many dies because they're very expensive. But I love making embellishments with dies. It's so fun. It's so amazing how they can look. Okay. I'm going to put on his carrot and, oh, you know what? I haven't even finished coloring his carrot. And where's my orange? Oh, it's here. It's like I haven't got hardly any color on it yet. There we go. And I'm going to use my tweezers because it is super tiny. Oh. Yeah, it's hard to pick up. I'm going to make it a little oranger than my first one. I think it's been several years since I made a snowman, but I guess I'm happy making paper ones. It's a lot warmer. But it was always fun. Okay, and I've got one of these wax pencils. Let's see if I can pick up this. Okay. Oh, lost it. I was going to say I really haven't worked out the... So I got a new wax pencil. Everybody's... that's when people said that's the one that they like the best. So I thought I'm going to try that because I sure was having trouble with that other thing. Okay, I think that's glued on enough. Okay, and now I forgot I got to do his eyes. And because they cut out the eyes, I am just taking a punch, and I thought I would just make like a half of a circle, and then I would put that behind here, because that way, you know, he doesn't just have holes for eyes. He's got coal. So that works well. And even if I got it too big, it's like the hat would cover it, so it'd be okay. Okay, so then we have to get on this hat. And the last time I went around the hat, I think this time I'll try going around the head. Oops, I got a little, might look like he's got a frosty eyebrow now. Okay. And I kind of tuck it behind the scarf a little bit, because it almost looks like the hat's bigger than his head. But they have it really close to his eyes, so I'm putting it real close to his eyes too. And then I thought this was super cute that they have this, the little bow. I mean, it is super tiny, but you'd almost mistake it for a spider. Now that one looks like it's got an extra string on it. It does. So I think I'm gonna use that one. Okay. And so I'm gonna put a little blue here. And put the bell first. And then you know what? I think I did the bow first, because it kind of sits on top of this one part of the bow, which I know you can't see. But there's just like a little part that comes down, and so I want to put it on that, like I did the last one, because I think that looks good. I considered I have some little tiny bows somewhere, and I considered using that, but I think people might not like to try to put that into their scrapbook. So I didn't do that. Okay, now his hands, the little line in the middle are arched up, so that's what I'm gonna do. Put it the same way. And before we weren't supposed to make, like add dimensionals to make them stick out a little more. Like I thought about doing that, but really the way he's layered, I don't think it would have worked well. But now we can use dimensionals too. So we get more liberty of doing you know, extra things. Okay, I think I have everything glued. Now I'm gonna take the highlighter and just try to put a little dot in his eye, because I just think that gives him life. And then I'm going to take the white pen and also kind of build up more of a snowflake pattern into, well, there is lines there, so I am drawing over that and adding a little bit extra. So I'm adding the line that they have in, or you know, like the embossed part, and then I'm adding a little extra so it looks a little more snowflakey. Snowflakey, yeah, because that's a word. You know, if I can't make up words. Okay. It's looking good. Oh, and I want to put a little bit of highlight on top of the carrot. And then I actually, because this one looks like it's got little snowflakes on the scarf, I did that too. So I make like a cross and then add some like extra lines on it. So it's kind of like a cross and then a little bit of, well, so that it's got extra, I don't know how to say it. Let me see here. So I'm doing this and this. So I'm kind of doing that on the scarf. Except for I made it more star, you know, like star-like, where this, I didn't make it quite so long, I guess. But I like that in there. And then I'm just going to do some little lines like this in the right, like where the crease is, or the cut there in the glove. So I'm just doing a little bit more of that, adding some white there, because they've got like, it almost looks like stitching on theirs. So I'm just adding more of that. And sometimes it takes a little bit more to get the pen to go, so I just add a little more. Okay, now he's got highlights where they were able, it'd be nice to have, I think I need to get like a little pen shaped thing to put in here, or you know, like I'd like to have a little foam piece that's almost like the tip of a pen. Okay, and then I'm just going to make some like little stripes on here, so it kind of gives the look of ribbed. So I'm going to just kind of do that all in the same direction. And they must use paper that look like that, which would be super cute. But, you know, our goal is to use up our scraps. So this was the closest to the color that looked like this. And I think it looks real similar to, you know, how I said the outside my house, it looked like that color. And I love that. It's like a big memory for me. I was an only child up until I was 7. And I remember sitting on the couch and just all by myself. I don't know where my parents were. It's like somewhere in the house. My mom was probably sewing. And I would sit there and just look out the window at how pretty it was. Okay, so that's it. I think it's super cute. I definitely like his nose better. It looks like a really cute carrot. So that's it for today. And go check out the other people. I will have them all listed down below. And if you want to join us in swapping or join us in this hop where we're making these, just go over to Ginger's Corner on Facebook and tell her that you'd like to join. Tomorrow will be the sign up for anybody who wants to swap. And so hopefully we'll see you there. So, oh, and as Carolyn always says, if nothing else, go there and get inspired. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day. I will have close-ups at the end. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.